Last week, the Chicago Grookies picked up their first win against the Bundle Montreal, but this week's going to be a rough one as we take on A12, coach of the Arkham City Delibirds. A12 has a very strong, balanced team featuring Iron Valiant and Slowking, who pair very well covering each other's weaknesses. They have Terra Hydrapple, which is very difficult for me to switch into, as well as things like Ursaluna and Hawlucha, which can get a defog off with its Mold Breaker ability in front of my Gholdengo. They have Jolteon, which is a great speed tier hitting 130. It outspeeds my entire team besides Electrode. And then they have Bronzong as their steel type, as well as things like Glaceon, Suicune, Staraptor, and Trapinch. Taking a look at my team, first up we have Gholdengo. Now, I won't lie to you, me and the guys totally forgot about Mold Breaker on Hawlucha being able to defog in front of Gholdengo. So the plan was to spike stack this week and use Gholdengo to wear down their team since it couldn't defog in front of it and it was a pretty free switch-in. So we're rocking Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Recover, and Nasty Plot, and we're holding the Cobra Berry. It was to take a +2 Throat Chop from Hawlucha in case it maybe tried to go for like an Unburdened sweeping set. We were able to take that. We had enough speed on there to outspeed a max speed Ursaluna just on the off chance that came. I did not want to get outsped and KO'd, and then the rest just went into HP and defense to live hits as easily as possible. Speaking of Ursaluna, it was a massive threat to my team, so I'm bringing Terra Ghost Gliscor. Now, I can take 2 Earthquakes from a Adamant Guts boosted Ursaluna. Facades, though, were a different story, which is why I decided to go for the Terra Ghost. And we're rocking Knockoff, Earthquake, Protect, and Spikes. Knockoff is just to remove items, especially if we can get the Flame Orb off of Ursaluna before it gets procced and is a huge demon. Earthquake just does really good damage to things like Slowking, and then like I said, the idea was to spike stack, which is why we have that here, and then Protect was just to get a little bit healthier. In case Ursaluna had Headlong Rush, we could only take 2 of those if we had Protect, so we're max HP, max defense. I wanted to take those hits as good as possible. In our third slot, we have Dragon Dance Gyarados, which I think looks amazing in this matchup as a late game cleaner or even a mid game breaker. So we're rocking, like I said, Dragon Dance, Substitute, Waterfall, and Earthquake. That will hit their whole team at least neutrally outside of Hydrapple before it Terras, but I'm assuming it's going to want to Terra right away to get out of its pretty bad typing since I have a lot of coverage options to hit Grass and Dragon. And then we have just enough speed to outspeed Iron Valiant if it's booster energy at +2. I don't easily set up in front of it, but if I can get to that before they come out, that will be great. And we have Intimidate, which will help us set up, because if we come in on something like Hawlucha, we're weakening its damage output, allowing us to Dragon Dance in its face. Bringing an offensive Cyclizar this week, holding the Silk Scarf to boost the damage of our Double Edge, and it also boosts Rapid Spin, but that wasn't really the goal. And then our only other move is Knock Off, and then we have Shift Gear, which will double our speed and give us a +1 attack boost. This will guarantee that we always outspeed Iron Valiant, even if it's a booster energy, and we can KO it back with Double Edge at +1. I usually bring this Pokemon as like a defensive pivot, so I'm really hoping this can catch my opponent off guard this week. Next up, we have Primarina rocking the Assault Vest. This allows it to switch in on things like Jolteon, Galarian Slowking, and if it's a Calm Mind Iron Valiant, because that's kind of what I'm expecting to see this week. We have enough special attack so that we can always KO Iron Valiant if it's at +1 special defense with a Moonblast. The rest of our moveset is Sparkling Aria, Psychic Noise, and Flip Turn. Flip Turn's great for pivoting. Psychic Noise is there to stop Suicune in case it's like a Calm Mind set with Rest. We'll be able to completely stop that, at least from healing up. We will still have to be worried about it setting up. And then finally, Sparkling Aria is just great water stab. We have enough speed on there in case Ursaluna decided to speed creep us. Like I said, I was super worried about that bear. And then finally, the rest went into HP and special defense to be able to take those special hits as well as possible. And finally, we have Rotom Heat rocking the Eject Pact this week. Now, the reason behind this was I liked Rotom's matchup into their entire team outside of Ursaluna, especially because Ursaluna already wants to be burned since it has Guts, and I can't switch out on it with Volt Switch, and even my Overheats aren't going to be doing that much damage to it. So I figured, hey, we send out Rotom, Ursaluna comes in, we get an Overheat off, do some big damage since we are 176 special attack, Modest Nature, and then we get out of there. The rest of our EVs went into HP, and then we have a bit of speed on there. The speed is to outspeed a Glaceon who is trying to speed creep a min speed Gliscor. Very specific, but I'm hoping that that can pay off. The rest of our set is Pain Split, Volt Switch, and then Thunder Wave. being able to get a para off on things like Iron Valiant or even Star Raptor, and even the slow stuff like Hydrapple and Slowking can always be useful. And then, like I said, Pain Splits just to stay healthy, and Volt Switch to pivot throughout the game. If you enjoy this video, please drop a like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 300 subs by the end of the year, so every sub counts. Please check out my opponent's POV. I will have it linked down in the description. They make some really good content. He is an awesome player. I highly recommend checking him out. And finally, I want to thank Tog, Tom, Matt, and BP for helping me prep and mock this week. Let's get into the game. Okay, here we are with the battle, and they bring pretty much what I expected. A couple things that I didn't. I was not expecting Suicune to show up here, but that is totally fine. And same with... I mean, Hawlucha makes sense, but I wasn't like 100% expecting it. So I think I got everything right here. Iron Valiant, Glowking, Ursaluna, Suicune, Hydrapple, Hawlucha. Okay. So, I think here I just want to lead Gliscor and try to get my hazards up as quickly as possible. I think that leads pretty well into everything, so that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to give it a second, though. I don't want him to think that like I had a dedicated lead or anything. So, let me get my teams on the calc here. Okay. I'm definitely nervous about this one. A12 is a good battler, but I think we have a good shot. Ursaluna is like the biggest concern here. But I just want to get my spikes up, and I can start chipping down their team as much as possible, especially if I just start spamming knockoff. So, okay. Let's lock in the team here, and let's get going. Good luck to my opponent. Ugh, I just got up, so if I sound like shit, that is why. Oh, look, I'm not the only one who hasn't changed my trainer card there. Perfect. Okay, so he leads the Hydrapple. And this is Terra Dragon on this. So, let me look what this is going to do to me. Hydrapple. Giga Drain will do about half. Leaf Storm would do a lot more. Leaf Storm or Draco could KO. I don't necessarily want to just protect though, because if they nasty plot, that could be pretty bad. I could also just knock off. I can get a spike up. I can also go Goldango, but I would have to risk an Earth Power there. So let me look. Goldango into an Earth Power. Yeah, we take quite a bit more than I would want to. So I'm just gonna set up a spike here, and we'll see what they want to do. So they Terra Dragon Draco might actually KO me. I didn't even think about that. Uh-oh. That one went right over my head. Draco. Yeah, Terra Dragon Draco knocks out Gliscor. So, let's see here. And they nasty plot. Okay. So, that is concerning. But at the same time, Primarina should outspeed this, and with a little bit of chip damage, we KO it. So, I need to just go for an Earthquake here, I believe, but at the same time, this is pretty important. So, I can make a hard swap out into Primarina, but at +2, Giga Drain wouldn't kill. Leaf Storm would. Okay. So, I gotta... okay. This is rough. Rough start. I don't know. What's more important, Gliscor or Primarina? I think Gliscor is more important, because otherwise I can't check Ursaluna. So let me make the swap to Primarina here. We'll see. Alright, let me break down nasty plot on this. And they Giga Drain. Oh, and we dropped to that. Okay, so that's at +2. That's Mop. Are you Miracle Seed? A Miracle Seed roll could do that. Huh. I don't exactly know how he killed me there. Unless it was Life Orb? Huh, okay. Well, this is a problem. Cyclozar doesn't do enough to this. Okay, wow. I just have to go... Damn, this is really rough. Unless there maybe like X... Because Expert Belt gives the same boost as Miracle Seed. I guess I just got the roll. Damn, that fucking sucks. Okay, we dropped to an Earth Power here, but I don't have any other options to just hit this as hard as possible, so we just have to make it rain here, and unfortunately we're just going to be on the back foot, like really badly, so. But alas, nothing I can do about that. Good lead by them. So, Hydrapple, KOs. Oh, it was Life Orb. Okay, I missed that the first time. Alrighty. I'll just go Gliscor here. Earthquake will knock this out. I guess I should have knocked off turn 1, because then I wouldn't have died with Primarina. So it KOs Prim with Giga Drain. And then Hydrapple KOs Goldengo with Giga Drain. Or with, yeah. No, with Earth Power. Oh. Okay, and they were Mold Breaker on this, which I think would have allowed them to defog, which I hadn't considered in prep. But we're going to go Gyarados here, and if we can attempt to start Dragon Dancing here, that'd be great, but they probably have Thunder Punch. But I just have to start making plays. That was a horrible first few turns for me. So we get the Intimidate off. Alright, and they have Encore, so I can't even set up on them. Cool, cool, cool. I think I'm faster after a Dragon Dance, though. And they can't Encore me if they're faster, so I'm going to go for that here. And they just choose to defog. Okay. I hadn't even considered Mold Breaker against Goldango. But now I know. So Gyarados, +1/+1 into Hawlucha. And I know nothing about this set, but Waterfall will not KO. I'm going to have to go for it, though, because I don't want to get Encored. Oh, we get a crit. Sorry about that. Ooh. Gyarados KOs Hawlucha with Waterfall. Okay. So they did get the defog off, though. I would imagine if it's Booster Speed Valiant, that comes out. Otherwise, we probably see Suicune. Which I think, though, I could sub in front of Suicune. So I don't think that they bring that out here. Yeah, Ice Beam would not break my sub. So they can't really go that. And they bring out Iron Valiant. And it is not Booster Speed. But a Waterfall does not KO here either. I can attempt to sub and see what they want to do. I'm faster, unless they're Choice Scarf. But I don't think they would bring Choice Scarf into my team, so I'll sub. And see what they want to do. Because Because if they're Life Orb, I can get them whittled down into range of Waterfall. Let's see. I don't think they are. No, no Life Orb. Okay, so then we're going to Waterfall. And just hit this. Do we get a flinch? Nope. Okay, so we're dropping 2 Thunderbolt here. Okay. Iron Valiant KOs Gyarados with Thunderbolt. Okay, I have to go Cyclizar here. I am faster. Cyclizar. A Rapid Spin will KO this, so we're just going to go for that to get the speed boost. Not that it matters, but I don't want to take the double edge recoil while also like showing them that I am that set. So I almost didn't bring Cyclizar with enough speed to outspeed Valiant, just because I was like, they're going to run booster energy, but glad that I did. Cyclizar KOs Valiant with Rapid Spin. Okay. That's actually pretty good, but I think I still lose to Hydrapple at the end of the day here. Alright, what is this? This is the Luna. Okay, I'm going to knock off here, because if I can remove whatever item this has, especially if it's like Flame Orb or something like that, that could be huge for me. Let me look though. Ursa Luna. Yeah, +1 I can't KO it anyways, so we'll just we'll knock off here. Choice Scarf, okay. He goes for Ice Punch. We do take it. Oh! Alright, I was gonna preserve this and go out into Rotom, but I no longer think we should. So I'll just double edge here. If we thought, cool. But that was unfortunate. It makes up for the crit, I guess, I got earlier. But Freeze is just so much more punishing, especially because I lived it. And they're going to attempt to go Hydrapple here, I guess. Which, nope, this is Suicune. Okay, so now this is going to set up on me. And I can't do anything about it. Alright, I'm going to go Rotom, just because I don't want to just allow them to Calm Mind for free. But yeah, that wrapped up the game there, unfortunately. That's rough. We hate to see that. So I'll attempt to Thunder Wave them here. But I can't break through this, unfortunately. Okay, we get a Paralyze off on it. But they're going to KO me here. And that's going to be GG's. I'm not going to go out into Cyclizar here, because then I'm just set up fodder even further. Not that Gliscor is going to be out here taking a hit or anything. Let me Terra here. And we'll just click EQ. Get the most damage here. Alright, so Suicune KOs Rotom with Surf. Yeah, that early game Hydrapple just put me in such a bad position. Whew. All right. 2 more hits here, and that's just going to wrap up the game. Barring they get like fully parried or whatever, but they would have to get fully parried so many times for me to have like, oh, there's one. At the end of the day, though, I don't think I can beat Ursaluna, so even with Terra Ghost or the Hydrapple for that matter. I definitely knew Terra Dragon couldn't come. I was expecting more of like a Terra Water, though, defensively. Oh, there's another Para. All right, hold up, hold up. Give me another one of those, actually. One more. Damn. I can only get lucky so many times. Hey, that Para, though, put in a little bit of work. Even if we unthaw here, I can't break through the rest of their team. I would tie to double edge recoil before then. So GG's to A12, good prep. Couple things that were just overlooked. I mean, not that the Halucha mattered, but that was something that I didn't even consider with Moldbreaker. Like, I knew that was their only defogger, which was why I brought spikes. But yeah. All right, well, that is going to be it for our Week 3 game. If you enjoy, drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Peace.